Welcome everyone to our new show. It's only going to consist of Kevin and myself. I am known as Jack the Bomb on YouTube, and I am 16-bit or 32-bit?
It's 16-bit.
Okay, I am 16-bit. What we're going to talk about basically in this podcast, the podcast title, if you haven't figured that out yet, it's called PC Gaming for Noobs. We're going to basically do a show, we'll try to do once a week or so often, talking about PC gaming. Every single topic basically will be laid out at some point, ranging from how to build a gaming rig, how to maintain one, how to upgrade one, what components you should go all out on, which ones you should be cheap on.
And the pros and cons of PC gaming.
Exactly. Pros and cons are very important to consider. I do believe that PC gaming has more pros than cons.
Yeah.
Now, this is coming from two guys that grew up with Nintendo, PlayStation systems. Myself, I've been more of a PC gamer than Kevin here.
I was more of a console gamer, but then, like, what was it, around 3 years ago, I switched over to PC. I started getting into PC gaming.
And so far, what do you think of it?
I really like it, you know.
I mean, is there anything specifically you like about it that's over consoles?
Well, as I'm not just like a PC. I'm also a retro gamer. I love old video games, and the fact that I have God knows how many old video games on my laptop, and that I can still play them using DOSBox. So, which is a DOS emulator.
Yeah.
And which, once you get the hang of it, once you figure out how to run everything, it's easy. Really easy to use, and you can just play any old video game you want. Like I still have the old Duke Nukem games. I have Warcraft 1. These are abandonware titles anyway, so.
Hey, so you get them for free.
Yeah,
that's always good. Basically, this episode we'll title it "Pros and Cons of PC Gaming." Every week we'll have a new topic. Kevin here brings up a very interesting point. The fact that PC gaming is so backwards compatible oriented that you can essentially play any game ever created for a PC on modern hardware. And it's not that difficult to do.
PC gaming, there are no, you see, PC in it is its own little area. You have like four
PC gaming is its own platform.
Oh, different platforms. Yeah. Arcade, console, PC, and mobile. Okay. Exactly. And PC, it doesn't really have a generation, but you can basically play a 30-year-old Apple II game on your brand new gaming rig that runs Windows 7.
Exactly.
You know.
I just don't want to get too much into this topic because this will be actually an entire episode. And the other thing about this show is we'll actually explain exactly how you obtain certain things, how you actually do it. We'll have recommendations of specific programs, specific websites where you can buy certain things.
Specific
brands.
digital distribution services.
Exactly, and we'll definitely go and elaborate on all these things. And that's entirely what the ultimate goal in this show is to take somebody who's only known console gaming and convert them to a full-fledged PC gamer. Now, I have to say, I'll make some recommendations of people to follow on YouTube. Definitely, I say you should follow Blackbuster Critic. He is, a multi-platform kind of person where he plays PC gaming. He plays, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, you know it.
But he's a huge supporter of PC gaming.
And he actually makes sense when he argues pro-PC. So far, not a single person's able to say that PC gaming is bad and it's worse than consoles. And Blackbuster Critic has basically proven this point time and time again. Another person where he's kind of mixed is Black Bond. He tends to be one of those cocky PC gamers, and I don't entirely appreciate that because it kind of gives us a bad rep of being cocky asses who think that we're the best. That's not the case. We just want to elaborate that, with PC gaming, it's not that difficult to get into, and the benefits are very easy to come by. And the thing is that you really get to the point where you don't have to worry about generations. So that's going to be one of our pros for PC gaming is there are no generations in PC. So, let's say Sony says, hey, we're going to release Resistance 4, but you're going to have to buy a PlayStation 4. So there is nothing you can do to your PlayStation 3 other than sell it and get a PlayStation 4 in order to play this new game. You don't have to deal with this shit when it comes to PC gaming. You know, as long as your hardware is good enough. And the thing is that when I mean good enough, you don't need the top of the line shit to play modern games. PC gaming is so dynamic where you can crank the settings down to the point where it's like welfare-based gaming,
Yeah.
but you can do it. You know, so you're still getting the story, you're still getting the gameplay, but you know, it may not look as pretty unless you do get better hardware.
You can basically play Grand Theft Auto 4 on a 5-year-old PC.
Exactly.
But granted, it's not going to be as great at. It's not going to be high settings.
Exactly.
But it's still going to be playable.
Exactly. And that's the thing where, you know, look, you're not forced to buy new hardware if you want to play a game when it comes to PC gaming. You are forced when it comes to console gaming. You know, if let's say Microsoft says, hey, we're going to come out with new Xbox, the new next-gen Halo, you're going to have to buy the next-gen hardware. Whereas on PC, nope, you don't have to worry. That is one major pro, and this is one concept that a lot of haters out there who are on YouTube don't seem to understand. That, you know, they say, oh, PC gaming is too expensive. You know what? I say yes and no to that statement. The initial cost is going to be high. There's no getting around it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to be a fanboy and say, oh, well, PC gaming is just 100% perfect. It's not by any means, but when it comes to price, yes, you are going to be paying more up front to get into PC gaming. There is no denying that.
But it's not going to cost you, you know, $2,000.
Exactly. That brings me to the next point. My gaming rig has dual graphics cards in SLI mode. It's got a Core i7 2600K, which is the top-of-the-line Sandy Bridge processor as of this recording. It's got 8 gigs of DDR3 memory. It's got a Blu-ray drive in it. It's got a 1TB hard drive, 128 gig SSD. It's got a dedicated HT Omega 7.1 surround sound card. And it's got, you know, basically plenty of storage and everything. I mean, now, to somebody who is not a PC gamer, you're going to say, whoa, wait, that must have cost an arm and a leg. No, it didn't. That just cost just over $1,000 to get all of that. Back in the day, it probably would have cost more. But that's the thing, is that, you know, if you shop smart, you know, you're going to get some pretty damn good deals, and that will be a future topic for a future episode. You know, we'll definitely point out where the best places to buy. Now, I have to say, in general, with that, like, my brother's gaming rig came from 5 different stores. Because I don't buy everything from one store, and that's how you save money, but more on that in a future episode. So yeah, cost sucks, but the fact that you spend very little money over, like, PC gaming has a lower cost of ownership. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Now, this is the thing, that goes back to the point of where you're forced to upgrade if you want to continue a series when you have a PlayStation or an Xbox. We're leaving Nintendo out of this because the majority of games for Nintendo systems you can never find on PCs, so I'm not going to include Nintendo in this.
But Nintendo, they're more game systems than actual computers. Like the 360 and PS3 are just low-end computers.
Welfare gaming systems.
They're low-end computers that can connect to your TV. That's
okay.
Pretty much what they are. You know, they have the same components as a PC.
More or less.
Okay. You know, so, yeah, you know, we're gonna leave Nintendo out of this. But,
yeah. But now getting to the thing, lower cost of ownership. Some people say, well, this is the thing, you know, you're gonna have problems, things are gonna fail and everything. Well, here, let's just put it into, you know, into perspective here. You buy a PlayStation 3, you get a 1-year warranty, and that is it. If your system dies a day after the warranty expired, you are shit out of luck. You are paying almost half the price of your system to get it fixed. Well, whereas in PC gaming, the majority of the parts have 3+ year warranties. My processor, 3-year warranty. My memory, lifetime warranty. My hard drive, 5-year warranty. My SSD, 3-year warranty. Blu-ray drive, 3-year warranty.
My laptop had a 3-year warranty.
Exactly, with accidental, so Kevin could just throw it out the window and it would be fixed for free.
Exactly.
Now, this is the thing, you know, so you know, if something fails, yes, it's going to be inconvenient, but you're not entirely shut down. Whereas in the console, you are shit out of luck. You are in the middle of the ocean without a paddle. Whereas PC gaming, look, if one of my graphics cards fail, I could just take it right out, run on one card while I'm getting the other one replaced. If a memory stick goes bad, I can run on 6 gigs, not 8 for a while, no problem. You know, and this is the thing, this is something that is just not possible with console gaming. You are closed out. You cannot make the decisions for yourself, whereas with PC gaming, you can. Now let's look at some more pros. The prices of games are cheaper. Automatically cheaper, and the prices drop faster than console gaming.
Not only that, but you get more for your buck.
Like what?
For example, Left 4 Dead 2, you know, the game, how much is the game? $20 on Steam?
Sometimes less.
Sometimes less.
I got it for $4.
Okay, so you get that for $20, but not only that, you get the authoring tools you're given to download, which allows you to basically make your own maps and campaigns.
Which is awesome.
If you want to make a survival map, you can. You want to make a campaign, you can. If you know how to run Hammer, which is the tool they use.
I don't know anything about that.
I don't know anything. I tried. I kind of suck at it. But you also are given the add-on support, which allows you to download user-made levels.
Games.
And you know what? The user-made levels aren't that bad. You know, levels
sometimes they're almost better than the ones that Valve made.
I can list several maps that are really good. I Hate Mountains. Excellent. Haunted Forest, which is friggin' creepy.
Okay.
There's a guy out there who's made 2 campaigns that are recreations of Disney rides.
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
Someone made Pirates of the Caribbean. The other one, the same guy made Indiana Jones and the Temple of the Forbidden Eye.
Huh.
And you can ride them without zombies.
That's cool.
Yeah. Trying to think what else. Someone made several maps based off of the George Romero horror movies. Like, he made a survival map based on Night of the Living Dead.
Cool.
A survival map based on Return of the Living Dead, which isn't Romero, but it's based within the Living Dead universe. And he's working on a Day of the Dead map campaign.
That's cool.
So, the user-made
Laps.
maps. Sorry, I screwed up. The user-made maps are actually really well done. They're really good. Some of them are, well, less
amateurish.
There's also a Crash Bandicoot campaign.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
That one's pretty cool. Crash Course.
Yeah, that sounds cool. But that's the thing, that would go into another pro. Mods.
Yeah.
Some people say, oh, mods overrated. No, they're not. I mean, mods can be full-fledged games you get for free. GoldenEye 007 Source is a free game.
That game is awesome.
And it's free.
Yeah.
We have to elaborate that. F-R-E-E, that spells free.
Heck, most of the big-name Valve games were mods.
Exactly.
Counter-Strike, Team Fortress, Gary's mod. These were games that were not created by Valve. They were created by third-party users, and Valve really liked them
and bought them.
Said, "Hey, you want to come make games for us? We'll buy we'll buy your
Portal. Everyone loves Portal. You know, Portal was an independent-made game by college students.
It wasn't even meant to be a full-fledged series.
Exactly, but Valve made it a full-fledged series.
They just put it on the orange box as an extra thing.
Exactly. Now so mods are very good. I mean, like, look into Grand Theft Auto 4. You can add whatever car you want. I have a DeLorean DMC-12 inside the game.
Nice.
Because I love that car. And you can't do that on the PS3. You cannot do that on the Xbox 360. I have the World Trade Center modded into the game for PC.
Which is excellent.
It's awesome. The detail is amazing. But now, you can't do that on consoles. So modding offers a lot more expandability than you would think, and it's not difficult to put in at all. Everything is free, so it's a very good thing to do. Let's see, where's another pro? Expandability or cross-compatibility. What I'll say is, most people don't know that you can put a PlayStation 3 controller, hook it up to your PC, and play the games using a PlayStation 3 controller with Rumble support and 6-axis support. You can actually, the majority of games for the PC have built-in support for the Xbox 360 controller. So, instead of saying, well, you know what, I don't like Grand Theft Auto because I don't want to use a keyboard and mouse, you don't have to use a keyboard and mouse. You can use an Xbox 360 controller.
Yeah.
Where is that on console gaming? I don't see somebody releasing a title that comes out and says, hey, you know what, SOCOM, you want to play SOCOM 4? You can do it with keyboard and mouse. Fuck no, that doesn't happen with consoles. But you have more...
Or if you have a 360, but you're used to the PS3 controller, you can't just, use the PS3 controller on the 360.
Exactly. So this is the thing, is that you're not entirely closed off.
No.
That's the thing. With PC gaming, everything's open. You could do whatever you want. Now let's get into another thing. Online gaming is free on PC.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Well, other than MMOs.
MMOs don't count. I don't count. Because that's based on a subscription service.
There are some MMOs that are free to play.
Exactly.
Up until a certain point.
We're not talking about it. We're comparing apples to apples here.
Yeah.
You have, let's say compare, like my brother, for instance, he loves the fact that the PC version of Battlefield Bad Company 2 looks better, which is another pro, by the way. Graphics are better on the PC. If you want to be a graphics whore, you're not getting pretty far saying that a PlayStation 3 looks drop-dead gorgeous, because it doesn't compared to PC gaming.
No.
PC gaming is far and beyond what console games are achieving these days. I consider the graphics that the PlayStation 3 launched with, we saw on PCs back in 2004.
Yeah.
The entire 2 or 3 years prior to these games coming out. Today's best-looking games on the PS3 are nowhere near the graphics quality and level of detail that is possible on today's PC games.
You think Crysis 2 looks amazing on the consoles?
We haven't seen shit.
Look at it on a high-end gaming rig.
Like mine.
It looks amazing.
When you have the levels of detail all the way up, you have DirectX 11 running, and you have the high-res texture pack on, that game looks day and night different from the console counterpart. And the best part, you're running at 60 frames a second, where that's not possible on the console.
No.
Now, getting into what was I saying before I got sidetracked here with the graphics, Battlefield Bad Company 2 on the PC, it's free to play online, where it's not free to play online with the Xbox 360, and that was enough for my brother to actually give it a shot. The fact that you can use your Xbox 360 controller on the game, playing it online, and it's free to play online, that you don't have to pay a yearly subscription to play online, is a very good pro. So, this is the thing. I mean, really the only con I can think of is the initial cost of ownership. Yeah, it's high. But you save money over the long term because you're only upgrading a part here and there. You're not buying an entire new machine every time a new generation comes out.
Speaking of online, you can still play old video games that use online. They're still working.
Exactly.
Like
look at the fact. Now, I'm sorry I have to cut you off, but yeah. EA is such a dick when it comes to cutting off online support for consoles. Yeah. Now here's the difference. You take, let's say, Battlefield Bad Company 2. There is going to be a point in time where you cannot play it on consoles. However, because of PC gaming, custom server support is built in. Basically, EA can cut all support for this game because there is third-party servers available to everyone to use for free. You'll always find a match. You'll always find somebody to play with because it's going to be supported till the end of time.
Here's an example. I mean, for example, you can't play Halo 2 on the 360 online. You can't play it online anymore, but you can still play Halo 2 online on the PC.
Exactly.
Okay, you can still play Counter-Strike,
the original Counter-Strike online for free.
Same thing with Team Fortress. Actually, I did that one time. I played Team Fortress online. You can still play it.
And the sad thing is there's more players of the original Team Fortress than there are Team Fortress 2, even though Team Fortress 2 is free.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing is that, the thing is, support for games are not cut. They're still releasing updates for the original Counter-Strike.
I'm pretty sure that if you have an original game of Doom, you can still find people playing it online.
Oh, yeah, and people have modded the game to support broadband internet. So you're no longer, required to use telnet sessions and, the old shit of dial-up. You can now play, LAN parties and stuff, Yeah. So this is the thing. I mean, there are just so many...
That's another thing, LAN parties.
LAN parties, yeah. When was the last time someone said, hey, let's have a LAN party with a PlayStation 3?
Well, they used to have system links on consoles, but I don't think they do that anymore.
Well, the Xbox 360 still has the capability, but it's becoming less and less supported.
But like, if you have several friends who you want to play a game against each other, PC game, they just have to bring their PCs or in my case my laptop, and just connect it using Ethernet cable and
yeah, get yourself a little cheap ass $20 Switch and you're good to go.
Yeah.
I mean, and the best part, you don't have to have internet. You can do it all in your house.
I mean,
me and Kevin share one Steam account and play Counter-Strike Source amongst 5 different computers, all on the same network, and we're all playing by purchasing one copy. Can you do that on consoles? No, you can't. Everybody must have a copy, and everybody must have internet.
Not only that, because consoles are cutting out System Link support. You now have to have one TV per console.
Exactly. Well, that's not really an issue because that's the same thing with PC gaming. You have to have at least a screen. Yeah. But I mean, there are just so many pros to PC gaming. I mean, we're going to go through each one, in upcoming episodes. We'll explain, how to do certain things, but don't be afraid to let go. I mean, really, I haven't turned on my PlayStation 3 in months since I built my gaming rig. I mean, I find that every time I go to use my console, it's a pain in the ass. Oh, you must update this in order to play. Why the fuck should I have to sit there and update? Sony decides to do that, it sucks. I mean, how about this? You buy a digital download game on a PS3, you have to update the thing after you have just spent an hour downloading your game and installing it. Whereas the PC, you go to Steam, you're downloading the latest version of the game. You're not downloading the original RTM and then downloading update patches for another hour.
It automatically does it. Like, as soon as you log into Steam,
it automatically updates. But you don't have to install the updates. It just updates. Done. You don't even have to realize it. Yeah. You could be doing other shit while it's updating. Can you do that on consoles? No, you can't. Oh, you wanna watch a Blu-ray and update a game at the same time? Fuck you, that's impossible on the PS3, but I can do that on the PC, Yeah. I mean, it's just that there are just so many pros to PC. I mean, the other fact that you can use it only does everything. That statement is 100% true for PC gaming.
Not the PS3.
Not for the PS3. I can do my homework on my PC, I can browse the internet, make YouTube videos, download high-definition porn, I can, curse my friend out doing video Skype calls, there's plenty of different things you could do. And you could do it all at the same time.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, look at it that way. When you're getting into PC gaming, look at it this way. Your one device is going to replace nearly everything you have in your room. I do everything on my PC. I watch movies. I, rip movies. I transfer them to my iPods. I transfer them to my iPhones. I watch tons of YouTube videos in HD on my thing. I could watch TV on my computer.
Here's a question now. What do you use as a Blu-ray player? Do you use the rig or do you use the PS3?
I use the rig because it's quieter. And the fact that I have 7.1 surround sound headphones, that I don't have to piss somebody off, I can just lie in bed with my gaming rig, watching a Blu-ray in HD, and listening to it through 7.1 surround sound, all with headphones. Can you do that on a console?
No.
No, you can't. So that's the thing. I mean, I think we're going to wrap it up here, unless there's something you want to add.
No, I think you pretty much said everything.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, guys. I'm rambling on, but I mean, it's just the thing. It's sad that how many people just don't even
there's a lot of people.
To do
there's a lot of people who are misinformed.
Exactly.
Okay. They listen to some people who are just complete console fanboys. And they don't really. There's a lot of false accusations going on when it comes to PC gaming.
Exactly.
A lot of false statements. So, and that's why we're here. We're here to make sure that those false statements are...
You listen to this podcast, you're going to be a PC gamer by the end of the show. Yep. That's our motive here. This is our mission. We're hoping possibly in the future to have Blackbuster Critic or Black Bond on the show, to have them, give everybody their 2 cents, which they have done plenty of times on YouTube. I highly recommend you guys subscribe to them. It's just... PC gaming is where it's at. A lot of game developers out there have said that they are switching to PC gaming as their primary development platform. So Epic Games announced that, and they're, they made Gears of War, they made Batman Arkham Asylum, I believe.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, is that, you're going to get more goodies by being a PC gamer. You're going to get more options. You're going to get, more levels. I mean, it's just, the possibilities are endless. So definitely look into it, guys. Subscribe to this podcast. If you have to send a comment, send it to us via personal message on Jack the Bomb. You can send a question to I am 16-bit. I am so sorry about that.
Wrong generation.
Wrong generation. There. If you guys have any comments, questions, you guys can send us messages there. We could read them out loud if you guys want. We'll eventually set up an email account for this show, and you guys can send all questions there. And take care, guys, and look out for future shows.